So I've got the basics of the class created. My next step is I need to start to add some functionality. When a user makes an instance of the class, we want to run the init method or the initialize method of this Magic 8-Ball class. So here, I'm going to create the init method. So I'm going to define it. It's going to be the init method or the initialize method. And it's going to take two little things. We're going to pass in self. Remember, very important, self refers to the instance that is going to be created or constructed when somebody utilizes the Magic 8-Ball class. Then I'm going to ask him for a name. I want to know the name of the user that's going in there and creating the game. All right, so there's the beginning of my init method within my Magic 8-Ball class. Now it's going to do a couple of things here. One, we are going to bring in self dot, and I'm going to create a property here called name, and it's just going to be equal to name, whatever the user passed in. And then I'm going to create another one here. Remember the double underscores. What does that mean? Remember that? I'm going to call this one M questions, and it's going to be equal to an empty list. Bracket, bracket. All right. Nope. Let's cancel that for a moment. Went to hit my save. Haven't saved it just yet. So I got my beginning of my class, got it created Magic 8-Ball. I've now got my init function. Now when somebody creates or constructs a new instance of this class, right away, we're going to prompt them some information, their name, and the initialize function, the init function method should run. Okay, let's go ahead and just test this out. I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'll give it a new name. We'll call it Magic 8-Ball. And I'm going to give it a number there at the end because I've already got one called Magic 8-Ball. Say -01. You can call it whatever you like there. And I'll go ahead and save that. All right, let's go ahead and run it just to test this out. I'll F5. All right, everything's cool. No errors at this point. So I'll go ahead and test this out. We'll say this is new 8, and it's going to be equal to Magic 8-Ball. Open up my parentheses. There's the name. I'll pass in my name, and I'll hit my enter key. All right, everything's looking good. My Magic 8-Ball is accessible to me. I can create new instances of it, and the init function or method runs, and it prompts me for the name. Now, it doesn't do much more than that, but at least I've got that basic functionality up and running. Now, the next step is I'm going to build another function here that really does the bulk of the work. So another method within our Magic 8-Ball class. So let's get this part done first, or just kind of study that or compare it to what you've done, whatever you like, and then let's jump into the next step of this solution.